TVC, the brand you trust.
It has been a long and fruitful journey that we have undertaken together. You can now understand English. You are able to speak fluently and communicate expressively. What next? An uncut diamond sparkles only when it is cut into facets and polished. And likewise, it's time you began to polish your personality, pronunciation, and mannerisms so that you can sparkle too. What is personality? How can we improve the quality of our life? What are the changes that we can make? This is what we will discuss here today. So let us together chart the course for a wonderful new experience which will help open new avenues for you.
Namaste, मैं हूँ राघव.
Hi, I'm Mansi. Hey Raghav, have you ever wondered why some people leave such a lasting impression on you the first time they meet you?
Yes, of course. They are dressed very well. They also speak very well.
But is it just their clothes that impress you? What if you're impressed by his designer clothes and then he turns out to be someone who does not even talk properly? Or the other way around. Someone who's not dressed so well might actually be a very interesting person to talk to.
That is true. Wait, let me think. They have a friendly attitude and a charming personality.
Personality. Now that was the word I was looking for. It's always a pleasure to meet a personality. Not necessarily someone rich and famous, but someone who is overall a good human being. Someone who dresses well, behaves appropriately, and speaks beautifully. Someone with whom you would love to spend some time. Someone you look up to.
You know, Mansi, the more you talk about him, this person, I just keep getting images of myself.
Oh.
Anyway, Mansi, did you know that you can develop your personality with just a few tips? You can become a personality too. All you need to do is understand yourself a little better and then work on yourself to see the difference.
That is so true. We want you to keep smiling. So, let us start. Improve your personality by following just a few guidelines. Keep smiling.
Personality means character, behavior, and the individuality of a person. It is what makes you unique or different from other people.
What is it about you that sets you apart? Do you have skills, talent, or something special about you?
Basically, you have an inner personality and an outer personality. Inner personality?
What is inner personality? Inner personality is all about you, your mind, your thoughts and feelings, your knowledge, health, culture, and your spiritual self. These are very essential for your overall development. But many a times, we don't even realize how important that is. Think about it. What is in your mind? What should you keep in mind to develop a strong inner personality?
Let us discuss the points that make your inner personality. Pay attention to these points and think of where and how you can improve yourself.
Positive thoughts. Be positive. You need to see the brighter side of everything. When you see a glass half filled with water, do you think it is half full or half empty? You must push yourself to see the positive side. Think positive. Think that the glass is half full. The fact that it is not totally empty. The reality that something is always better than nothing. You need to be an optimist. you need to appreciate the goodness around you. And then you will automatically feel better about yourself, your work, and about the people around you.
2. Remember that you are a winner. You're a loser only if you give up. If you keep trying, that's when you will be a winner. If you feel you're a loser, then your negativity will start reflecting in your work. Keep encouraging yourself to work harder and keep yourself going. Count your wins. Count your failures too. But look at them and say, let me change it. Let me correct it. That is who a winner actually is.
Be a sharp observer. Look around you. Do you hear someone use a new word or phrase? Does the smart man in the queue have a charming smile or mannerism that is impressive? How did your smart friend greet his boss? Small observations can make a big difference. For example, the way an office is organized makes a big statement on the personality of the boss. If the person has put up proverbs, sayings, or feng shui objects in the office for decoration, you know that the boss is very progressive and optimist. Observation comes in handy if you have to buy a gift, start a conversation, or share your knowledge on mutual interests.
4th, be flexible under stress. Bounce back under stress. The harder you strike a rubber ball, the higher it bounces. Take the hard strikes in life as an incentive to bounce back. See a problem? Think about the solution. You need to be tough under stress. It is a test you must pass. Be cool and calm. Worry can block your vision and thought process. The solution may not be obvious. You may have to look at the problem with a fresh viewpoint. Avoiding stress is the key to a healthy mind.
Recognize your assets. Accept your limitations. Don't expect too much from yourself. Do not compare yourself with others. You cannot be the same as someone else. Do not judge yourself harshly. In other words, have a reasonably accurate picture of yourself. Accept yourself with all your good points and bad. It is unfair to expect too much from yourself.
6th, do not be bitter about the past. It will not get you anywhere. If your past has been difficult, being bitter about it is not going to help. You need to learn from the mistakes you made. Then, put it behind you. Do not allow the memories to make you resentful or cynical.
We will give you a list of 10 helpful hints that you can easily remember. Be determined. Impossible is also I am possible. Not giving up is important. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve everything. You must understand that nothing is impossible. It is in your hands to change that.
2nd, do not have self-pity. Work on your weaknesses and turn them into your strengths. 3rd, be confident. You should try and be self-confident and not be timid and insecure.
4th, say no to an inferiority and a superiority complex. Always maintain a certain amount of humility. Even if you may be the best, think of people who you might know who are ahead of you. Be modest and never run down anyone or be rude to anyone. At the same time, do not underestimate yourself. 5th, avoid envy or jealousy. It is destructive. Another superiority or success should not hurt you. Jealousy is fear and hence avoidable. Even if others will become better than you, there is no harm. You are unique and you should do your best and not think about other people with envy.
6th, recycle bin. Get rid of negative thoughts that accumulate every day. Maintain a mental recycle bin to improve your efficiency. 7th, don't let failure defeat you. Failures are nothing to be ashamed of. All great men have failed again and again before they succeeded and created history. Do not feel humiliated. Analyze the events that led to the failure and correct your mistakes. Your hard work will be appreciated.
8th, never stop learning. Your age must not hamper learning. You're never too old to learn something new. Enrich your life with new discoveries. I know a great lady who taught her daughters and also studied with them. She was 50 years old when she got her degree. 9th, good health. Staying fit improves and adds to your personality. You need energy to work to your full potential. Following a simple routine of regular exercise and healthy diet is important. Keep your home and surroundings clean.
10th, spiritual development and meditation. Prepare your mind for the day by spending 10 minutes on meditation. Meditation removes stress and offers inner moral strength.
Positive thoughts. Do you see the positive side of things? Whenever you feel sad, hurt, or angry, sit in a quiet place and think for a moment of all the angles in the situation you are in. Ask yourself, why? If you cannot get an answer, talk to the person concerned and sort it out. Express yourself. Remember that you are a winner. Life is full of ups and downs. If you feel you have done your best, leave the rest. It will help if you remember that you are a winner. Be a sharp observer. Look around you. Keep yourself informed about the world. Listen to what people say and make your own observations. Be flexible under stress. When stressed out, do not pressurize yourself. Don't be stubborn. Be flexible. Try and work things out. Recognize your assets. What do you have in you? Why do people like you? Who likes you? What talents do you have? Which skills do you possess? Make a list of the good things in you to recognize your assets, your plus points, and accept your limitations. If there is something that you cannot change about you, accept it and tell everyone concerned about your limitations. What is it that you cannot do? What is it about you that cannot change? Talk and say what is on your mind. Let us revise the 10 helpful hints once again. Go through these hints slowly. 10 helpful hints. Be determined. Do not have self-pity. Be confident. Say no to inferiority and superiority complex. Envy. Jealousy is destructive. Recycle bin. Remove all your negative thoughts. Don't let failure defeat you. Never stop learning. Maintain good health. Spiritual development and meditation.
Let us see what makes up your outer personality. The outer personality is what others see in you. You can project a charming, confident personality by following a few simple guidelines. Remember, if you work on your inner personality, it will automatically reflect on your outer personality.
Believe in yourself. You can achieve whatever goal you set your heart on. Just believe in yourself. You achieved your goal of learning English because you wanted to. Being in control of the situation. Take charge of the situation you are in. For instance, you are sent to collect information from a supplier, but the concerned person is not available. So what will you do? Will you return without information? Or will you take charge of the situation, speak to other officers, and get the information you need?
Be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient in such a manner that you need not require the help of anyone else to prove your merit. Make sure you know your job, the office, and all its departments very well. For instance, you have to submit 3 copies of a report. The office peon who operates the printer or copier is absent. Do you know how to operate the printer or copier? Do it yourself.
Be flexible. Being rigid in routine, work situation, or responsibilities will not help. For example, a colleague is absent. Your boss asks you to complete the assignment which was given to him. Will you agree pleasantly or refuse, saying it is not your job? You should say, "Yes, sir, I will do my best."
Discipline. Discipline is the sure path to success. Punctuality and sensible time management is essential for optimum output. Time is precious. Do not waste your time or other people's.
The first impression is the last impression. It is human to judge people by their appearance. Do not let your inner talent go unnoticed because of a shabby outer appearance. If you respect yourself, you will groom and care for yourself. You will receive respect from others.
Formal dressing. Dress for the occasion. Attend formal meetings in formal clothes. Women must dress aptly and smartly for the office. Cool pastel colors and small prints work well for office wear for women. Light makeup is appropriate. Men also pay attention to their clothes and personal hygiene. Formal wear for the office and casual clothes over the weekend. Mostly you should know what looks best on you and try to coordinate colors, patterns and styles accordingly.
Iron your clothes. Make sure that you iron your clothes. This shows that you are careful about your appearance. It is possible that you will be careful about work as well.
Body language. Personality is all about how you carry yourself. Your walk, how you stand, and what you do with your hands say a lot about you. Very simply, stand with your back straight. Do not fidget. That is, do not pull your hair, bite your nails, drum on the table, or chew the pen.
Here are the points on your outer personality once again. Go through them slowly and think about yourself and the areas you can improve. Believe in yourself. If you want to do something, you have to believe in it first. But before that, you have to believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Make sure your actions and intentions do not hurt anyone. Being in control of the situation. Take charge of the situation you are in. If you don't like the way things are going, don't just sit around and brood over it. Do something, take action, and make things happen the way you want it to. Be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient in such a manner that you need not require the help of anyone else to prove your merit. Learn to help yourself. Learn to do things on your own. That is one sure way of being independent. If working, make sure you know your job, the office, and all its departments very well. Be flexible. Being rigid in routine, work situation, or responsibilities will not help. Don't be stubborn. If you are working in a team, you just have to be flexible. Listen to others' ideas and try and see the good part of it. Participate in group activities and show enthusiasm. There will be no stress that way. Discipline. Discipline is the sure path to success. Punctuality and sensible time management is essential for optimum output. Time is precious. Make your daily routine chart. What are the things you need to do every day? Make a schedule and follow it. Discipline is a sure short path to success. All about your dress sense. Formal dressing. Dress for the occasion. Attend formal meetings in formal clothes. Women must dress aptly and smartly for the office. Men must be particular about their clothes and personal hygiene. Quit smoking or use of excessive alcohol.
Communication. We can become a successful professional by practicing effective communication. We have to interact with others at home, office, college, and in society. This has become an important part of our daily life. We need to communicate to live in this world. How can we be successful in our interaction with others? Here are some tips and suggestions.
Smile. A smile says you're friendly and willing to speak. It says you're ready to exchange ideas. When you introduce yourself, include your name, surname, job, and designation. For example, don't just say Ankita. Say, my name is Ankita Rao. I am a receptionist with Jet Airways.
Talk about the other person. Encourage the other person to talk about himself. Everyone likes to speak about themselves. This way you will get to know more about them. You can quickly find out if you have some common interests and mutual friends. This puts both of you on a comfortable setting.
Be on time. Respect the other person's time and do not waste it by turning up late. Have a firm handshake. It makes a good first impression. Use formal language. A formal meeting requires you to be respectful and formal in addressing them. Address the other person as ma'am or sir.
Do some background research. Do some homework, especially if you're meeting someone new in a formal situation like a business meeting or a business party. For example, find out what the party is about, who the host is, and which company is hosting it. What is the purpose of the meeting? How can you add value to it? This way, you will feel more prepared and in control of the situation.
Respect hierarchy. Give respect to seniors, elders, and people with more experience than you, especially at work. In an office, you have the ladder, rungs, or levels of seniority leading up to the big boss. Show due respect towards all human beings, whether they are below or above you in rank. Talk softly but firmly about your ideas while presenting something to your senior. Have a positive, happy outlook towards problems and solutions alike. Believe in yourself and your abilities to do the job that has been entrusted to you. Always turn to a senior for advice and try to learn constantly from their experiences.
Respect another's opinion. If you have a difference of opinion with someone, then you need to show respect for their opinion as well. Agree to disagree. Accept it if you have made a mistake or error in judgment. At first, try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Only then should you analyze your approach. The best way to deal with any situation is to either get convinced or convince the other person.
Do not argue. It is important to avoid arguments since it makes the situation in terms of your opinion against your opponent's opinion. Rather, always have a healthy discussion and sort out a problem. Don't ever allow your personal or professional ego to come in the way of a right decision or a solution.
What's in a name? A name is the identity of a person. It is important to remember a person's name. So use it many times during the conversation. Pronounce it correctly and check the spelling. People like it when you remember their names.
Show dignity and respect. Whenever you meet a stranger, show them respect and treat them with dignity. A feeling of importance goes a long way in adding trust to any relationship. Do not criticize people you don't know well enough.
It means that you don't normally criticize someone when you meet them for the first time.
Saying things like, "You are too old-fashioned," "too old to understand," can hurt.
But you can always use diplomacy, advice, and suggestion to push one's view. Be kind to people.
Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. It makes them feel good and helps you to get to know them better. Being a patient listener always helps since it makes you more observant. Instead of using words like why, what, etc., which generate monosyllable answers, it's always helpful to use sentences like this one. So, tell me, I hear you have been into ...
Become genuinely interested in other people. Show interest in somebody when you meet them, but do not become too personal. It is fine to ask the name about work and hobbies, but here are a few things to remember. Never ask anyone, "What is your salary?" Never ask a woman, "What is your age?" It is considered rude and unnecessary.
Apply all these guidelines at home when you're dealing with your spouse, elders, and friends. Treat elders with respect, your spouse as an equal, and the younger ones with love and dignity. Do you judge your spouse harshly? Or compare him or her to someone else in the office? Maintain an open, transparent relationship where friendship and companionship is given importance.
You and the outer world, that is communication. You and others. Smile. Introduce yourself properly by giving your name, surname, and designation. Talk about other people. Encourage the other person to talk about himself. Find out if you have some common interests and mutual friends. Be on time. Have a firm handshake. Use formal language. Do some background research. Respect hierarchy. Show a respect for their opinion. Do not argue. Discuss. Remember names. Treat others with respect and dignity. Criticism is a direct attack on the other person's dignity. Avoid it. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Become genuinely interested in other people. Apply all these guidelines at home when you are dealing with your spouse, elders, and friends. Treat your elders with respect, your spouse as an equal, and the younger ones with love and dignity. Maintain an open, transparent relationship with your family, friends, and acquaintances. Be honest and kind in your dealings.
A popular method of self-analysis is the SWOT technique. They are strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Make a list of your S, strengths, W, weaknesses, O, opportunities, and T, threats. SWOT analysis is a basic, straightforward model that you can follow. It helps to classify and clarify the elements that contribute to success.
SWOT analysis is an important step in planning your future. You can apply it to estimate a company's potential, a new idea or project. It is so simple that it is often underestimated. It is a sensible step to consider before making a decision which involves money, energy, and execution. Do not be misled that it can be used only by big firms or career-oriented individuals and management trainees. Use it in your everyday life or when you assess a financial investment or buying a new house.
Used in a personal context, it helps you develop your career in a way that takes best advantage of your talents, abilities, and opportunities. It comes in use when you have to write a resume, where it is required that you make an honest assessment of your capabilities.
Strengths. Strengths are your expertise or specialized training in the subject, your work experience, your passion for the subject, your imagination, and enterprise. These are excellent qualities in a person who wants to be successful in life. Write down your strengths and work on them.
Weaknesses. Some people are not focused, unable to communicate or express verbally. Some have limited training and expertise, or lack of energy and enthusiasm. Make a list of your weaknesses. What are you not comfortable with? When you make this list, you will be able to analyze why you behave in a particular manner and then change it. Threats. Weak economic condition, low market value, less demand for the category, low paid job and no scope for upgradation or advancement. All these are threats. Opportunities. What is the scope of the course you would like to join? What are the strong points of the organization you want to join? What are the opportunities you can explore for further growth in this new job that you want to take up?
Sit down with a pen and paper and take time to analyze yourself. Let us look at an example. At the age of 15, Usha wants to be a doctor or in some way connected to a medical career.
Strengths. Brilliant in science and academics. Hardworking. Full of energy and spirit. Passion for medicine. Weakness. Economically poor. Lives in a small town. Parents are illiterate. Coaching for entrance exam not available. Opportunities. One of the most noble professions. Loads of respect and honor for self and family. MBBS, MD. Foreign travel. Future education. Financial independence and can support and educate family. Can help heal people using her passion for science, research and further specialization. Threats. Requires guidance. Too much competition. High cost of study. 7 years of study and internship. Risk of succeeding in private service.
Usha will do very well as a dietitian. It is a paramedical profession where she will work closely with doctors and patients in a hospital. It requires a science background and just 1 year after graduation. Opportunities are plenty, as there are very few qualified dietitians and every hospital employs one. Since she is academically brilliant, she may opt for research later in her career. As a woman, she can talk comfortingly to patients. Medicine requires her to study in a big city or specialized college, pay high fees for books, equipment, and accommodation which she cannot afford.
Here is another example. Raj wants to be an actor. His father feels it is not a good choice for a career. He should graduate and work in a bank.
Strengths. Good-looking personality. Decent singer. Bright and intelligent. Doing final year in college. Weakness. Has a history of ill health. Economically low income family. No connection to the industry. Not bold enough or communicative enough. Opportunities. acting schools, an institution nearby. Television. Theatre is an option. Television competitions are an opening. Modeling is an option. Threats. Severe competition. No guidance, godfather or patron. No fixed income. Risk of getting into bad company and an extravagant lifestyle.
Raj's strengths are not good enough for such a competitive field. A good personality is not enough or even necessary. The film industry is tough for newcomers without training. Television serials are a good option, but it is again very difficult to get an opening. He would do well to get into another stable job, do modeling and theatre in his spare time to earn experience and gain visibility. There is a chance he might get selected for a role by a keen observer.
The Rao family wants to buy a larger house in the same area. Their only son Mayur will soon get married. They also need money to invest in his business. What should they do?
Strengths. They have a house. The father has another 8 years for retirement. He is still earning. The mother will work for 10 years. Mayur is their only son. Weakness. House is small. Cannot change location. It's an expensive area. Only one here. Opportunities. More comforts. Property is good investment. New couple will have more privacy. It will upgrade their status. Threats. The son may get job elsewhere. Parents may not get along with his wife. Change in location will affect parents' jobs. Mayur will have to take a loan for his business.
As Mayur is their only son, they decided to help him start the business and buy a small flat for him and his wife. They will continue to stay here. Their savings will be intact and a loan will not be required.
I hope you now know the SWOT analysis very well. Please apply this simple formula to all your undertakings. It could be analyzing your personality, choosing the right career, or choosing the right life partner. Not only will you know yourself better, you will be motivated enough to work on your weaknesses constantly and threats, just because you will know them clearly. While you go through the revision, make a note of all the important points that you think you should incorporate in your life. So, sit down with a pen and paper and take time to analyze yourself. Honestly jot down your strengths, weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. Work hard on your weaknesses and convert them into your strengths.
SWOT analysis. Make a list of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Benefits of SWOT. It is a sensible step to consider before making a decision which involves money, energy and execution. Use it in your everyday life or when you assess a financial investment or when buying a new house. Personality development. To be successful in life, you have to improve your personality. As we have already seen, there is inner personality and outer personality. The first strongly influences the second. So we have to work on making yourself confident to become successful. There is no point in reading books on self-help and attending courses if you do not understand the basics and start putting them into practice. Today, this moment, right now, right here. Start working on yourself today so that you are a successful person tomorrow who can help other young people. What is important to you? Write down your priorities in life. Is health more important than career? Is family more important than career? Where do you put money in this list? At number 1, plan your life according to your list. What are your strengths? If you are comfortable with desk work and have done best in planning, then that is your strength. If you are a people's person, then human resources is your line. Strategy, public speaking or field work. Which makes you comfortable? Reflect on your achievements and focus your energy on making it better. This exercise will also give you a good feeling of self-esteem. Balance your highs and lows. Learn from your failures and feel grateful for every little success in your life. Remember the happiness you gave others when you succeeded, the appreciation you received. Don't get smug. Plan to work harder. That good feeling must translate into encouraging you to do better. Work on the weak spots and understand why you fail in certain efforts. Do not let failure dishearten you. Be fearless and make up your mind to face everything that comes your way. Have faith in yourself. Visualize your success. Let your dreams about prosperity and success become a kite which will take you upwards to greater heights. In your mind, picture yourself jetting around the world, happy and successful in work. Don't get pulled down by what you do not have. Share your money and happiness. Give away a little of your money to others in charity. Give gifts to your friends. Share your happiness. This will make you feel good and happiness will return to you tenfold. Throw away old fears. Is a past failure making you afraid of doing something new? Overcome such fears. They are speed breakers in your road for success. It is not worth allowing a baseless fear to overcome you. Put the past behind you and look ahead with confidence. Your thoughts shape your future. If you really want something in life, you have to keep thinking about it and plot to get closer to your goal. If you have a burning desire to achieve something, you will. Study all the routes to get closer and you will reach there. The sun's rays focused on a piece of paper through a glass can burn it. Your thoughts focused on a goal can make it happen. Open every door. There may be opportunities lurking behind every door. Keep an eye open for opportunities and seize them. Sometimes a challenge may change your life, but only if you take it. We will now discuss SWOT analysis in detail and help you make your analysis by asking you a few questions. When you make a list of your strengths, ask yourself these questions. Do you have any advantages that others don't have? For example, you can list your skills, education or contacts and your qualities as a human being. Is there something that you do better than others? What personal resources do you have access to? What do people see as your strengths? Think of the good things others say about you or have told you ever. Think about all these questions from your own perspective and from the perspective of others around you. Just be honest. Think about your strengths in relation to the people around you. For example, if you are a great mathematician and the people around you are great at math, then this is not likely to be a strength in your current role. It is likely to be a necessity. Weaknesses. What could you do to improve in life? What should you avoid? What things are the people around you likely to see as weaknesses? People perceive weaknesses that you do not see. Do co-workers consistently outperform you in key areas? Think about your weaknesses from not just your point of view. It is best to be realistic now and face any unpleasant truths as soon as possible and accept them if you cannot change it. Opportunities. Where are the good opportunities facing you? What are the interesting trends you are aware of? Useful opportunities can come from such things as changes in technology, markets, and your company on both a broad and narrow scale. Changes in government policy related to your field, changes in social patterns, population profiles, lifestyles changes, etc., or local events. A useful approach to looking at opportunities is also to look at your strengths and ask yourself whether these open up any opportunities. Alternatively, look at your weaknesses and ask yourself whether you could open up opportunities by eliminating them. Threats. What obstacles do you face? What are the people around you doing? Is your job or the demand for the things you do changing? Is changing technology threatening your position? Could any of your weaknesses seriously threaten you? Carry out this analysis will often be illuminating, both in terms of pointing out what needs to be done and in putting problems into perspective. Go through this section again, if required, and make your SWOT analysis, be it for your job, your personal growth, your choice of education, or your family decisions.
Develop your personality. Just think of this. Personality is what you appear to others. If somebody makes a great impact on you, you are impressed by his personality. You admire what you see. But what goes on backstage is what really matters. How you look at life and how you organize yourself reflects in your personality. Here are some guidelines about how you can organize yourself. Make a list of jobs on hand and post it on the wall in your room. Make it your wallpaper on the PC. Finish today's job one by one. Tackle them systematically. Then things get done and you are organized. Priority matters. Arrange the jobs according to importance. A courier needs to go in the morning. Phone calls take up a lot of your time. Confirm appointments in the morning. Be positive. A rejection may mean a better offer. There is no point in sitting at home and crying about it. Take each negative event that happens and evaluate it. Sometimes these events are a signal that you are on the wrong track. Start preparing for your goals. There is no use wanting to be a model if you are not in shape. If you want to be a writer, you have to improve your language and read as much as you can. Analyze your dreams or goal. Do whatever is required to qualify for it. Keep up your energy. When you plan to reach a goal, you start off with a lot of energy and motivation. The process of training, struggle, and networking is likely to drain you of the energy. Remain motivated and keep up your level of interest. Do not slide down. One way to do this is to read books written by experts about life, hard work, and success. Keep in touch with your world. The sheer hectic pace of life in search of success often works against us. We do not have time to listen to our body, mind, mother, spouse, or child. Are you ignoring warning signs of the body? Is your parent trying to reach out to you for help, but you don't stop to listen? Careful, it may be too late. Career is one thing, but it is life's little joys which are of major importance. Relax and meditate at least for 10 minutes every day. Spend some minutes for yourself, by yourself. Let your mind and body relax. Clear your mind of all clutter. Do not answer the phone or attend to work. This relaxation refreshes your mind and body. It gives you new energy. Only do not feel guilty about taking time off. You deserve it. Jot it down. So many ideas float in your mind. Some are so good and inspiring. You might hear a little poem on the radio or read a wise saying on the back of a truck. A friend might suggest a name you can contact. Write it down in a book. Even when you speak to an important person, write down the points of your conversation. He might suggest a date, a place, or a brand of tea he likes. Jot it down. You never know when it will come in useful. Don't rely on your memory for small things which will only add to the clutter. Physical exercise is vital to our mind and personality. The exercise in fresh air stimulates blood circulation, deep breathing, activating the brain. Do not trade this part of your life for anything else. It adds to your physical appearance and skin tone. Keep faith in yourself. You have to believe in yourself and your capabilities. Your confidence in yourself and conviction that you are capable of achieving your goal is the most important part of your personality. Would you go to a doctor who looks unsure of himself and gets flustered about the diagnosis? You would definitely prefer the doctor who smiles, examines you with confidence, and pronounces a course of treatment. The 4 steps to success. Someone who has a personality has a successful planned life with achievements to show. He or she achieved that confident, cool appearance by hard work. What is the secret of such success? Here are 4 easy steps which will help you plan your life, set your goals, and achieve success. Gather support for your efforts. When you want to achieve a goal, you can neither do it nor benefit from it alone. Let your family, colleagues, or boss know about your goal. Tell them you need their help. Ask others for advice. Be realistic in setting your goal. Do not set an impossible deadline or too high a goal. Sometimes we are not sure what we want. Be specific and fix a goal that is reasonable. Set a target date. Give a time frame for yourself and write down what it will require to achieve it in terms of money and resources. Sometimes your idea may be so grand that it may not be possible for you to reach it without investing a great deal of money, time, and resources. Chart the plan of action. Do you know how you can make the dream come true? Think about it. How much time per day does it require? What if something goes wrong during the plan A? Make a plan B, which can be a contingency plan should something go wrong. It is a hard struggle to reach the top, but the view is much better. Obstacles fall before steady and determined effort. Make up your mind, then do it. Dream, determine, and do. The magic key to success: hard work. Cannot find opportunities? Make them happen. If you think you can, you can. You cannot afford to lose confidence. Focus on your goal. Avoid distractions. Gather information. It is as valuable as money. Do you know everything about your work? Take a fresh look every day at your work. There are no shortcuts to success. A famous poem by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with the crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you will be a man, my son.
We wish you success and all the best in your career.
Today, you have learnt a lot of important points ranging from your health to your mind, from adopting the correct dressing sense to expressing the right signals with the help of body language, from how to interact with different kinds of people at different levels to how to analyze yourself for a better tomorrow. Do you think that you can include some of these points in your life? Do you think that slight changes in your attitude can bring you closer to success? It very well can. These small pointers can make a big difference. So keep them in mind, adopt them, and say the difference. You are doing very well till now. Until we meet tomorrow for another round of sentence power, keep smiling.
नहीं है अब तो सोच सोच के जीना, हमको तो अब कोई भी रोक सके ना। नहीं है अब तो सोच सोच के जीना, हमको तो अब कोई भी रोक सके ना। हौसला है दिल में, आंखों में सपने, मिलाने हैं अब वक्त से कदम अपने। चलो तुम साथ चलो, बढ़ो तुम साथ बढ़ो, आशाओं की फलक पर चलो दिन रात चलो। चलो तुम साथ चलो, बढ़ो तुम साथ बढ़ो, ज्ञान की रोशनी में खिलो दिन रात खिलो। कुछ पाने की चाहत हो जहाँ, सपनों की आहट हो जहाँ, हमको तो अब है वो जुनून, पाना है हर वो सुकून। राहों में रहमत के अब है निशान, बदलेगा अब तो अपना ये जहां, अपना ये जहां। पलकों पर सजे हैं अरमान, पाना है अब वो आसमां। खुशियों की खुशबू हो जहाँ, मंजिल है अब तो वहाँ। होगा ना कोई भी अब बेजुबान, जिंदगी ने पाई एक नई सुबह, एक नई सुबह। चलो तुम